Morning. So we had a really nice night and morning. We got into camp probably about 5:30 last night. We were both utterly shattered, so we had a campfire, had some food and chilled out for a little while. And I think yesterday I was having a bit of a bad afternoon. I was just so exhausted with everything. And it's funny how out here you can just be fine one day and then the next day you kind of completely exhausted. It just kind of takes it out of you. It's really strange, and you've got to kind of get out of your pity party mood and crack on sometimes. Sorry, I'm just getting eaten by mosquitoes again. So this morning I woke up and felt so much better. I had a bit more sleep than normal, and we didn't actually end up leaving camp till about 7:30 because we just thought it's a bit cold. We had loads of firewood left from the campfire last night, so Keebler lit a fire again, so we just sat around there having our porridge and coffee this morning. So that was kind of nice, just having a bit of a chill out morning because we don't do that very often. So we are now heading off again, and I think the plan today is to get to near Dorothy Lake Pass, which is probably only about 17 or 18 miles, because what we've decided to do is to get to Sonora Pass the day after tomorrow. So we thought, well, there's no point pushing 25 miles or anything like that, because we'll get there too early. So we're going to have 2 days of like 17 miles or something, and then the following day after that we'll get to Sonora Pass, which is like 4 miles down the road. So yeah, we're just gonna take it steady. Hopefully today will be a lot better than yesterday. It was just exhausting yesterday. Yeah, I think sometimes when you're out on trail you just have days like that. You can't help it. It starts off really lovely and then you get agitated by mosquitoes or something. That's what broke me last night. As stupid as it sounds, it wasn't the exhaustion. I'm going to carry on walking because I'm getting swarmed. It's not always the exhaustion or the mileage or aches and pains. It's usually something little, like when you're trying to set your tent up and you're just getting swarmed and eaten alive by bugs, whether it's mosquitoes or ants or something. But it's just like there's just no let up in the day, and I think that's what really got to me yesterday. Is every time you stop there's something attacking you, whether it's a mosquito or an ant. You can't just sit and rest sometimes, and that's what you want to do when you've been hiking for 6 or 7 hours and you get to the point where you're going to have some dinner or some lunch. You just kind of want to enjoy it, and it's a bit like a reward when you have food or when you rest, but it's more like torture because you're just getting eaten and bitten, and my face has probably got about 10 bites on it, and my whole body is just covered. And this is by covering up, by using insect repellent, using head nets, the lot. You just still get bitten to death. It's crazy. So I'll be glad when the mosquito season finishes. I have a feeling it's not going to be for a while yet, but hopefully it'll be soon. So where we camped last night was absolutely beautiful. It's kind of in a valley with all these mountains around us. I did a little video clip last night, so you've seen it, but we had a deer running around camp as well, so it was really nice. So yeah, let's see what today brings. Well, I've just had a first out here. I've nearly made it to 1,000 miles, and for the very first time I've actually got stopped and asked for my permit, which is kind of cool. It was a park ranger, and he asked to see my permit and also checked my bag to make sure I had a bear canister in it as well. So I think that's really good that they check people, because not only do you have to carry the blooming thing the whole time, but it does kind of watch out for the bears, because those people that aren't carrying bear canisters, and I know there are some out there, and I've met a few, unfortunately, they are putting the bears' lives at risk as well as their own, and that kind of frustrates me, because if, you know, bears start getting used to being able to have access to food because of hikers leaving it in their tents or having it available, then that bear can become a nuisance, and therefore that bear might get shot or killed because it's a nuisance bear. But if everybody takes precautions and keeps their food in the bear canisters, does everything properly, then the bears will not be accustomed to coming around looking for food, so therefore they'll leave people alone. And it really bugs me when people come out here without canisters, and it's not like I had an argument with somebody about it. I might have had a conversation and aired my views, but they were my views and my opinions about the matter. I didn't personally have a go at that person. It's not my place, but I gave them my views on what I thought was right and wrong. And yeah, so the ranger as well, he actually just had a little chat as well and said a few rules out here, so to speak. So certain things like carrying out your rubbish and your toilet paper, where you need to go to the toilet, how many meters away from a stream or campsites, things like that. And I think that's kind of good. He's been doing the job for 10 years, he says. And he was a nice chap. And yeah, it broke the morning up a little bit as well. My goodness, how incredible does this look? It is so peaceful and beautiful. This is Wilma Lake, and it would be an absolutely perfect place to stop and have some lunch and sit and chill for a while. But no, it's mosquito hell. You just can't stop for a second, so I've got to carry on. Done about my third river crossing of the day, I think it was. Yeah, this one was kind of nice. It was very tame. It only went up to about mid-thigh. The other one went up to waist. So I'll just show you this one. I don't really show you them a lot because I'm so busy concentrating. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was a nice gentle one today. When hiking on the PCT, I'm always looking out for signs. I don't mean superstition signs. Genuine signs like blazes or things telling me to be wary of something. And I wasn't expecting to see this stuck in a tree. It's kind of odd.